Did you know your carry-on could be banned even if it was perfectly fine last week? Former President Donald Trump just made headlines with new carry-on rules that will affect everyone's next trip, including yours. These aren't minor tweaks. We're talking sweeping changes that could cost you money, delay your flight, or even get your belongings confiscated. In this video, we're breaking down 5 new carry-on rules Trump just announced that will affect everyone's next trip, plus the controversial Patriot declaration requirement, and revealing the insider workarounds airlines hope you never find out about. And stick around because the last one is already causing chaos at U.S. airports, and barely anyone's talking about it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because your carry-on might not make it past security without this info. Let's dive in. Number 1, the new tech visibility mandate. Under Trump's proposed carry-on rules, all electronic devices larger than a smartphone now require transparent cases for immediate inspection at security checkpoints. This isn't optional. It's mandatory across all U.S. airports. Why is this happening? The official justification is national security. But what they're not telling you is that this creates a massive new market for clear cases while significantly expanding surveillance capabilities. It's not just about seeing your devices. It's about instantly scanning serial numbers and identifying information as you move through checkpoints. Here's what you need to do. First, invest in TSA-compliant clear cases for your laptop, tablet, and any other electronics. Look specifically for cases with privacy filters that limit viewing angles. They're still compliant, but protect your screen from wandering eyes. And here's the real pro tip. Document all your devices before travel with photos, including serial numbers, so you have proof of ownership if anything gets flagged incorrectly. But wait, did you know there's actually a little-known exemption that VIP travelers and government officials get? The rules won't apply equally to everyone, and that's something they don't want you to realize. Number 2, the America First product ban. This might be the most shocking change of all. Under Trump's proposal, certain foreign-made personal items will be completely banned from carry-on luggage based on country of origin. This effectively creates a blacklist that's bound to cause major confusion at security lines. Here's what's really happening. Items manufactured in countries deemed competitive enemies, like China, Russia, Iran, and Venezuela, would be restricted from your carry-on. The official reasoning is economic security, but in reality, it would create chaos for travelers who don't realize their everyday smartphones, headphones, and cosmetics might be affected. Here's your action plan. Before your next flight, check all your essential tech, particularly phones, laptops, and power banks, for the country of manufacturer. It's usually printed in tiny text on the back or bottom. If your item was made in a restricted country, you'll need to either check it or leave it behind entirely. The smartest move: start investing in products with clearly labeled American manufacturing. Think that sounds disruptive? Just wait until you hear about the fees they're planning to implement. Number 3, the carry-on weight redistribution tax. If you thought weight restrictions were just for checked bags, prepare for a rude awakening. Trump's proposed carry-on weight system completely changes the economics of what you bring on board. Here's the inside scoop. Carry-on bags will be strictly weighed at all checkpoints with a new 15 pounds limit before triggering substantial taxes. And these aren't small charges. You'd pay up to $10 per extra pound. What they won't tell you is that this creates a massive new revenue stream while unfairly targeting budget travelers who rely on carry-ons to avoid checked bag fees. Here's how to beat the system. First, invest in ultra-lightweight luggage. Those extra durable but heavy bags would cost you dearly. Second, wear your heaviest items during boarding. You can always change once on the plane. Third, be aware of the luxury loophole. Business and first-class passengers will be completely exempt from these weight taxes. And if you think that's invasive, you haven't seen anything yet. Number 4, the new Patriot baggage declaration. This controversial requirement would catch countless travelers off guard. All passengers will be required to complete a declaration form regarding their carry-on contents before being allowed through security. What's really going on here? This policy creates an additional legal document that travelers must sign, essentially affirming that everything in your bag reflects American values and lawful intent. It's designed to create a paper trail and legal justification for any subsequent searches or confiscations, especially of cultural or ideological items. Here's what savvy travelers would need to do. First, photograph all your packed items before sealing your bag. This gives you visual proof of what you packed if questions arise. Second, be extremely careful about bringing anything that could be deemed politically controversial or culturally sensitive in your carry-on. Finally, and most importantly, understand that refusing to sign would mean not flying at all. But there's something even more concerning about where all this information would go. Number 5, biometric baggage matching. The final and perhaps most sophisticated change is the implementation of biometric baggage matching technology that would link your face, fingerprints, and voice to every item you carry. Here's what would happen behind the scenes. Your carry-on items would be digitally associated with your biometric data at security. This creates a digital fingerprint linking you to your possessions, which will remain in federal databases indefinitely. The stated purpose is security, but the practical effect would be unprecedented tracking of personal items. How to protect yourself? First, opt for manual verification when possible. It would be slower but keeps your biometric data out of additional databases. Second, use RFID blocking sleeves for passports and credit cards to prevent unauthorized scanning. Most importantly, maintaining consistent ownership of your items. Borrowing a friend's laptop or carrying items for others could trigger security flags under the system. The real danger here isn't just about travel convenience. It's about a surveillance system that could follow you long after you've left the airport. What this all means for your next trip. These 5 major carry-on policy proposals represent the biggest potential shift in domestic air travel rules we've seen in years. They're being proposed under the National Air Reform Act, which would give unprecedented control over transportation policy to the executive branch. The truth is, these changes would primarily serve to generate additional revenue, expand surveillance capabilities, and create a system of ideological screening under the guise of security. But armed with the insider knowledge I've just shared, you're now better prepared than 99% of passengers to understand what might be coming and how to navigate it. Remember, these proposals aren't just about luggage. They represent a fundamental shift in how we think about travel, freedom, privacy, and personal rights. The time to understand these potential changes is now, before they become reality. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Which of these proposed carry-on rules do you think would impact your travel the most? Is it the tech visibility requirement, the weight restrictions, or something else entirely? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment and use them to plan future videos. If you found this information valuable, hit that like button so more travelers can discover these critical updates. Make sure to check out this video next. It may help you understand the shocking reasons why more travelers are denied boarding in 2025. And don't forget to subscribe for more insider travel tips that the airlines, politicians, and travel companies don't want you to know. Until next time, safe travels and pack smart.